Kind of continuing with our nice week so far.
Yeah, a little cooler today, but still not a bad day. It was nice to see some of that sunshine. We got a few clouds out there right now. As we head into Thursday, it'll be tough to find a single cloud. Lots of sunshine. We'll have a north to northwest breeze still, but how about that sun? Those temperatures are going to be up there into the 60s for our highs as well. So it is going to be a beautiful day for Thursday. Outdoor plans, yes, they are going to be a go. We'll start things out in the 30s in the morning hour. So again, kids at the bus stop tomorrow morning, they'll certainly want a jacket or maybe even a coat, but won't need that for very long, as again, that bus ride home will be quite comfortable with those highs going up into the 60s. May have been sniffling and sneezing the last few days. That pollen count starting to go up just a bit. For more on those pollen numbers, meteorologist Brandon Woolley is breaking that down. Brandon, that pollen starting to creep up on us.
That's right, Michael. Even worse compared to yesterday afternoon. So this is the latest from the Allergy Center. Trees into the high stage because of red cedar, that nasty red cedar all across Oklahoma. Alder and elm, and into the low stage, that is going to be your mold spores all across green country. So, of course, we noticed some gusty northerly winds today as a cool front came in. And so sometimes those gusty winds will make the pollen worse because it's going all over the place. And so that's going to impact a lot more people. And sometimes when we have southerly winds, gusty winds across eastern Oklahoma, that could really get that pollen up from Texas as well and make that pollen count even worse for us here. Michael?
Yeah, and that might be what we see on Friday, as southerly to southwest winds will return, possibly carrying some pollen back northward from Texas over Oklahoma. We've still got that north wind, though, out there right now, as Brandon was pointing out, 13 miles per hour at last check. We did make it up to 69 degrees for the high today, just after the noon hour in Tulsa. But we've cooled down a little bit since, as that cooler air continues to filter in from the north. And we've got some clouds mixed in, but as we just saw there in the view, still some pockets of some sunshine filtering through those clouds. Might get a sprinkle here or there, but that's about it. We'll clear things out tonight and into tomorrow. And again, with high pressure sitting out here to our west, we will enjoy a beautiful day. That wind will continue out of the north to northwest, but lots of sunshine in the forecast with comfortable temperatures. As we roll into Friday, that high starts to scoot off to our south and then southeast, and we'll see that southerly flow come around that high. That'll turn those winds around out of the south and west as the next frontal system approaches as well from the north. So as Brandon was pointing out, as those south winds start to pick back up, we could see perhaps some more pollen coming up from Texas as we head into Friday. The other thing that we'll keep an eye on Friday with the gusty winds will be the fire danger. It will be somewhat elevated for those to the north and to the west, especially lower as you go to the south and to the east. But we are getting into that time of year. Sometimes we get these mild and dry, windy days at the tail end of winter and as we go into the first part of spring. And so that fire danger can sometimes come up a bit this time of year. So we'll keep an eye on that for Friday. Back into the 60s over the weekend, maybe a shower or storm by late Sunday into Sunday night as another frontal system moves through. And we'll keep an eye on next week. It looks like we'll start out near 60 for the high on Monday, warm up on Tuesday. Might be another chance for some storms on Tuesday. Still a few days to watch that. We'll keep an eye on that, and then we'll cool down behind that system. And we'll get you through the end of next week in the 10-day forecast coming up at 6 o'clock.